Yo guys, welcome back to another video on the Star channel. This is my player ratings from the excellent win against Southampton on the opening day of the season, where Wolf scored the winner. Well, I'm still buzzing from that, you know. Just to even think that we got something from that game. I'm in a bit of a different location as well today, you know. Yeah, I've just finished work outside Bromley and I'm just in the local park. I just thought I'd do something different today, you know. Instead of doing the video back at my house, I wanted to do the video here because it's a lovely day. It's a perfect day to do a video. And yeah, well, I enjoyed watching the highlights from Saturday's win because, wow, Guaita is just something else. If it wasn't for Guaita, we'd have lost the match. It's as simple as that. He should be on undisputed number one. You know, he's a brilliant keeper and I really, really love the guy. I think I got a little bit carried away with him on Saturday, if I'm honest with you, but watching those sort of saves, you know, that's something else. So yeah, I'm just going to quickly get into my ratings for the game. Starting in goal, Guaita, 10 out of 10, simple as that. The game he had, some of the saves he made, he's the reason why we stayed up last year, in my opinion, and maybe are you. But as far as I'm concerned, he should be our undisputed number one. I never ever want to see Wayne Hennessey in a Palace shirt again, but he probably will against Bournemouth. And I'm going to get into my predicted 11 against Bournemouth because it's going to be different because, well, it's 3 days after we just played Southampton. So, yeah. Left back, we had Tyreek Mitchell, our young left back. Wow, what a game, what a prospect he is for us, you know. He makes mistakes, but you know, he's a young kid who's going to learn very quickly for us. He's seriously challenging Van Arnold for our left back spot right now, if I'm completely honest with you. He's something else. I'm going to give him... He made a couple of mistakes, so I'm not going to rate him too highly. So I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10 because he did really well. He looked threatening down the left side, but he also made some great challenges at the back. Yeah, so into the centre-backs we had Checo Kouyaté. He had a brilliant game, you know, excellent marshalling out of, what's the big guy, I've forgotten his name now. Oh, Danny Ings. Oh my God, he had Danny Ings in his pocket as far as I'm concerned. You know, all these people making the fact that James Ward-Prowse had Zaha in his pocket last year. Yeah, he probably did. But fucking hell, Zaha responded to him yesterday. As for Checo, he had a really excellent game. I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10. He was very close to a 9, but I think he had an excellent game, and you can't really give him more than an 8. And his centre-back partner, Scott Dan, again, I'm going to have to give him an 8 as well, because he was very, very solid. For a time last season, I thought he was going to leave because I didn't think he was getting the time. But wow, he's proving his critics wrong at the moment. Some excellent performances from Scott Dan, and I'm going to give him an 8. Joel Ward, not as effective as Tyreek Mitchell. He had his shaky moments, but for me, solid 7 out of 10. Same as Mitchell. You know, he made a couple of mistakes, but you know, this is Palace we're fucking talking about here. Yeah, out on the wide man, Andros Townsend. What an assist for Zaha. Brilliant crossing. That's what we've needed from Townsend for so long. And yeah, it's brilliant just to see him get an assist because he deserves it. I've been criticising the guy for a long time. I've always wanted to see more crossing from him. But what a cross that was. He wasn't as good as... That's the only real thing he did, in my opinion. But still, for getting that cross in, that's an 8 out of 10 for me. 8 out of 10 performance. Trying to think, who did we have in midfield? It's gonna go blank again. Sorry, guys. I'll come back to him because I know Wilf was on the left, and what a take for the goal. Brilliant. That's what we've needed from him for a while. Excellent take for the goal. He's looked threatening all afternoon. Again, very solid performance. 8 out of 10 for me. Who did we have in the midfield? It's driving me mad. I think we had MacArthur in the midfield, and he played really well. We had MacArthur in midfield. Sorry, MacArthur and McCarthy again. Yeah, very solid. Both of them very solid. They're both going to get, do I go 7 or 8? I don't want to say 8 again, but I have to give them an 8 because they were very solid, both of them. I enjoyed their performances. We had someone else in. I can't remember who it was. It wasn't Luca because he was on the bench. Luca came on for... I'm trying to think who he came on for. Oh, it's going to come back to me in a minute. Do you know what? I'm going to come back to that because I keep forgetting who started the game and who didn't. Up front we had Jordan Ayew. And, well, you can't really dispute with him at the moment. You know, Batshuayi, he's what we need in the future. He's a target man. Maybe them two can play well together. Ayew didn't have his greatest game on Saturday, if I'm completely honest. I'm sure some people will disagree for me, but I think he didn't have his greatest game. I think he's going to get a 6 from me. I wouldn't say he was the worst player on the pitch, but it's very harsh. Maybe it's a bit harsh. But he didn't have his greatest game for me, and I'm going to give him a 6 out of 10. Who came on? Who did Milivojevic replace? It's driving me mad. McCarthy. It wasn't Meyer. Was it just a 2? I think it was just a 2. I'm going to remember this, and then I'm going to kick myself afterwards for not remembering it. So yeah, that's my player ratings. Whoever came on, Eze looked good. He looked very lively, and he's very much a talent for the future. He looked like he had an impact with him. That skill he did on the right back, I can't remember his name. It wasn't Kyle Walker-Peters, it was the other one. I can't remember his name. But that skill he did when he turned him and he made him fall to the ground. Eze, please, you're the talent that Palace need. 7 out of 10, very positive from Eze. We had Milivojevic come on, didn't really do much, standard 5. I think that was it. Am I missing Schlupp? Don't remember. Don't know who it is, but I'm going to kick myself after I watch this back, and I'll remember it. Okay, so yeah, very, very positive win. I said 2-1. It was very close. We did get a 1-0 win. I was very happy with that. Guaita, man of the match. You can't dispute that. You know, the saves that he made. I'm very, very proud of it. Right, so I'm actually going to do a bit of a both a review and a prediction, because we've got Bournemouth coming up tomorrow. I'm filming this on the Monday night, but the night before the game in the Carabao Cup. Where I'm perfectly honest, if I'm honest with you, I don't really give 2 shits about, I'm praying that we lose, because it's a competition I couldn't give a shit about, if I'm honest with you, because if we win this, we've got to play fucking Man City, and I do not want to play Man City right now, because they will shred us. I'm completely honest with you. I went up to the League Cup tie a couple of years ago where we lost 5-1, and that was like a 7.5 hour journey. It took longer to get to Manchester than it does to get to New York. It took 7.5 hours, and I missed the first 20 minutes because there was fucking traffic on the motorway. I was furious. So I'm going to make a prediction on my 1 to 11 for me. This is basing on whoever's fit, and I don't know who's fit, but this is what I would like to see, because it's a bit different this game. Unfortunately, whoever's going to go in goal, I think it's going to be Wayne Hennessey, because he's now the number 2 at the club. Number 2 for a reason, because he's dog shit. How he's still number 1 for Wales, I have no idea. He is absolute dog shit. And I wouldn't be surprised to see he'd be the reason why we go out of the cup, because we haven't got another good enough goalkeeper. So, yeah. Hennessey in goal. Left back, I hope Van Aanholt's fit, because he needs minutes. Centre back Dan and Cheku were very good, but I don't know whether they'll be fit enough to play. Right back will be hopefully Ferguson. I want to see what Ferguson's about this season because he looked very good for West Brom last season. Whether he can cut it in the Premier League or for us is another matter because it's a whole new ball game as far as I'm concerned. I'd like to see Ferguson in there, but I don't know whether he'll be fit for this game. Centre mid, it'll be Milivojevic, Maya, and probably MacArthur in centre mid because he plays with three, doesn't he? Right mid, I'd like to see Pierrick get a go because he looks very promising. What I've seen of him so far, he looks very promising. I need to see a bit more Pierrick. Left mid will obviously probably be Zaha. And striker up front, give Batshuayi a run out. Why not? The guy needs minutes. You know, he needs to prove that he was what he was a couple of seasons ago. He got 6 and 13. He was a very, very good loan signing for us. But I need to see Batshuayi, you know. That's what I really want to see. So that's my review and prediction. Oh, my prediction, right. I think we're going to probably lose 2-1. Or probably 3-1 thinking about it, because Bournemouth are a really good side. Yes, they went down last season, but they've got really promising players in their team, and they're no mugs, as far as I'm concerned. So I think we're probably going to lose 2-1, not 3-1. I think we're going to lose 2-1. That's what I think is going to happen. And we'll probably go out of the cup, which I don't really give two fucks about as far as I'm concerned. It's a cup that should have been cancelled this year because of the virus, you know. It's really, really messing everything up, COVID, right now. And all those people that have been affected by COVID, I really send my heart out to you because it's really fucked up lives right now. And yeah, no, I'm really buzzing about the win, but I'm nervous about tomorrow and next weekend against Man United. So my preview for that will be out probably Thursday when I come home from work. I'll probably do a preview then. If we can match anything that we did last season. Wow, I hope we do. But that's my review. I'll show you where I am quickly. And yeah, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I will see you all very much soon for another EdStar video. Bye.